If you are a woman, you may not have been fully aware that you have been receiving two different educations this whole time. But don't hold out for your other degree because, trust me, I don't think you want recognition you have a master's in misogyny. Now, we're trying to change your lessons, I promise, we truly are. But somehow they've been labeled as cancer, and that feminism is a 100% preventable disease. But let me tell you that the truly malignant discourses are the ones that are still being taught. I am a vagina warrior who is trying to expose these teachings as the hidden disease society is trying to distract you away from, with their claims that women receive as much, if not more, than men nowadays. But I know what women really are being taught, what I've been taught. Women are taught to crave one thing, the attention of a man. Society tells her that when her eyes fall to another woman's breasts, it's because she needs to compare them to the size of her own. We are perpetually trapped in a Game of Thrones battle for the great victory of a male's consideration, and we are to feel honored when this blessing is bestowed upon us. But my stomach that's full of butterflies is telling me that's because I wanted my eyes to fall there, that I want to take those curves in my hand so I could love them in a way a man would never understand. Women are taught that when they primp themselves for hours, it's for one thing, a man's appreciation. Her flesh gains meaning only when a man is pleased with how she looks, forcing her to seek perfection from another imperfect human being. Her eyes tell her she's not good enough until everything natural becomes fake. Her hair, her skin tone, her eyes, her face, leaving nearly 100% of women hating the way they look. Every time they look in a mirror, you can practically hear their collective hearts break. But my eyes tell me that though I'll never be flawless enough for this world, I can be flawless enough for me. My eyes tell me my worth, not some man's eyes I meant to satiate. Women are taught that it is important that they achieve one thing, the sexual prowess to keep her man by her side. Cosmopolitan tells her 50 ways to be better at sex, but they never seem to tell her 50 ways to enjoy it. Perhaps that's because women's bodies weren't made for our pleasure, because if we use them as such, then we're sluts. And when women's bodies don't want to be a man's sex toy and we attempt to be coy, then we're prudes. But all of the times I was harassed, groped, leered at, catcalled, cheated on, shamed, and raped was not because I flaunted my sex abilities, but because that's how men's perceptions have been shaped. My brain always tells me that I am more than my vagina, more than these curves, more than this flesh and bone, that even though the structure has been violated by hundreds of men, it is as strong as titanium and belongs to me and me alone. Women are taught to avoid all traits that are masculine, that to be feminine means to be soft and pretty and quiet. But my hands ache with the chance to speak, to be expressive, to touch and feel and learn and know both life's rough and smooth surfaces, something only men are supposed to crave. Women are told that men alone have the world at their fingertips, leaving them to be held in the palm of their hands. But I'll be damned if I deny my hands this privilege. They tell me that I can do more than just touch something, but can truly feel. So brand tomboy across my chest. I'm gender fluid. I've never feared, but have always embraced masculinity. I'll wear it with pride, if only to give me a taste of what it's like to be a boy in a man's world. Women are taught to know their place, that where they stand is never meant to be higher than their male counterparts, but always meant to be firmly by their side. That's why when a woman speaks up for herself, she's a bitch. When she's in charge, she's bossy. When she pursues her dream instead of bearing children, she's selfish. When she's asking for change, she's pushy. But my legs are restless. They're telling me to feel the strength in their capability, to keep moving forward despite life always trying to push them back. See their bruises and scars. I do not fear showing you their struggle, their memories of battles won. Women are taught that they are meant to be submissive, that men are the superior sex because they are built bigger, better, and stronger. They've always been the providers of the home, leaving the fragile, gracious woman to bend to his will. Perhaps that's why women are still denied equal pay for equal work, especially women of color, because why does a mother need a little more cash in her pocket when 2/3 of all women are the primary breadwinners for their families? Just keep giving them a mere 77 cents or lower compared to a man's hard-earned dollar. But every day, my mom broke her back at work in order to strengthen mine. So excuse me, but this spine is telling me that it refuses to curve downwards in subjugation. I was built this way, was only ever grown to stand straight with pride. Let it serve as the foundation for my shoulders that the 1 in 3 women in this country who live in poverty may stand upon to demand a change that society can no longer deny. Women are taught that actions speak louder than words, so that they are kept silent. Her body is left to do the talking, but as you can now see, men don't respect that method of communication, always meant to please. Her mouth, she believes, is just another opening to be filled, not emptied. This is why women's ideas are foolish, stupid, and wrong until they come from her male co-worker's mouth. But my tongue holds the secrets of my mind. My taste buds ache for the touch of my voice. My lips a dam that's constantly breaking open, releasing its roaring, raging streams. It's telling me that it refuses to stop its rampage, no matter how many times society has tried to cement it back shut. Listen to its powerful roar as it rushes free. Listen to this flood that I unleash. I am the new school of thought. And I will spread my message to the world. If I am to be called a cancer, I welcome the label that this misogynistic society is so happy to bequeath. They've taken the word feminism and infected it with their misogyny. So I'm more than happy to infect this society with my lessons of empowerment. I am a feminist. But what I'm fighting for is so much more than equality, because though equality is the end goal, what it grants to those who have been oppressed isn't just the ability to walk in the light beside those who've kept them in the dark. No, what I am seeking was never feminism. That's just what we call our movement. What we're moving towards has always been and always will be freedom.